Join me as I dive deep into the world of student loan forgiveness to find out if it's finally here and what it means for us. Student loan forgiveness has been a topic of discussion for a while now, with recent developments sparking hope in the hearts of many borrowers. But before we dive into the latest updates, let's set the stage for our discussion. The concept of student loan forgiveness is simple. It's the cancellation of all or part of a borrower's federal student loan debt. But the process, the eligibility, and the implications are far more complex. The burden of student debt on graduates is staggering. It's a weight that many young people carry with them for years, affecting their financial stability and mental health. The average student debt per borrower in the United States is over $31,000, a figure that continues to rise each year. This debt can take decades to pay off, impacting long-term financial goals. It's not uncommon for some students to graduate with six-figure debt. This enormous financial burden can lead to significant stress and anxiety, making it hard to focus on career growth and personal development. This financial weight can be crushing, making it difficult for graduates to start their lives, buy homes, and even start families. The dream of owning a home or starting a family often gets postponed indefinitely. Managing these loans can be a nightmare, with confusing repayment plans and interest rates that seem to never end. Borrowers often find themselves lost in a maze of paperwork and fine print. It's no wonder that many borrowers feel trapped, stuck in a cycle of debt that they can't escape. The constant pressure of repayment can lead to feelings of hopelessness and despair. The need for forgiveness options is clear, and it's an issue that affects not just individual borrowers, but the entire economy. Addressing this crisis is essential for the financial well-being of future generations and the overall health of the economy. The financial stress caused by student debt can lead to delayed life milestones, reduced consumer spending, and even decreased economic growth. It's a problem that requires a comprehensive solution, one that takes into account the complexity of the issue. The burden of student loans can be overwhelming, affecting not just the individual borrowers, but also their families and communities. The ripple effects of this debt can be seen in various aspects of life, from housing markets to job choices. Forgiveness options can provide a lifeline to borrowers, giving them the chance to start anew and contribute to the economy in meaningful ways. But the question remains, are these forgiveness options within reach? The debate over student loan forgiveness is multifaceted, involving economic, social, and political dimensions. Some argue that forgiving student loans would stimulate economic growth by increasing consumer spending and allowing individuals to invest in homes and businesses. Others believe that it would be unfair to those who have already paid off their loans or chose not to attend college. Despite these differing opinions, the push for student loan forgiveness has gained momentum in recent years. In recent years, we've seen various proposals for student loan forgiveness, from complete cancellation to income-driven repayment plans. Some of these proposals have gained significant traction, with lawmakers and policymakers taking steps to address the issue. Public opinion is also shifting, with more and more people recognizing the need for reforms. According to a recent survey, over 60% of Americans believe that student loans should be forgiven, and many are calling for bold action to address the crisis. The growing support for student loan forgiveness reflects a broader understanding of the economic and social challenges posed by student debt. The conversation around student loan forgiveness is not just about financial relief. It's about creating opportunities for future generations. By addressing the student debt crisis, we can pave the way for a more equitable and prosperous society. The path forward may be complex, but the potential benefits of student loan forgiveness are clear. It's a step towards a brighter future for millions of Americans. As we continue to explore solutions, it's essential to consider the voices of those most affected by student debt. Their experiences and perspectives can guide us towards more effective and compassionate policies. The journey towards student loan forgiveness is ongoing, and it requires the collective effort of individuals, communities, and policymakers. With lawmakers and policymakers taking steps to address the issue, the future of student loan forgiveness looks promising. The road ahead may be challenging, but the potential rewards make it a journey worth undertaking. Together, we can create a future where education is a pathway to opportunity, not a burden of debt. With more and more people recognizing the need for reforms, the momentum for change is building. According to a recent survey, over 60% of Americans believe that student loans should be forgiven, and many are calling for bold action to address the crisis. The growing support for student loan forgiveness reflects a broader understanding of the economic and social challenges posed by student debt. The conversation around student loan forgiveness is not just about financial relief. It's about creating opportunities for future generations. By addressing the student debt crisis, we can pave the way for a more equitable and prosperous society. The path forward may be complex, but the potential benefits of student loan forgiveness are clear. It's a step towards a brighter future for millions of Americans. One of the most promising proposals is the College for All Act, which aims to cancel student debt for borrowers who earn below a certain income threshold. This act is designed to alleviate the financial burden on millions of Americans who are struggling to pay off their student loans. By targeting those with lower incomes, the College for All Act seeks to provide relief to those who need it the most, ensuring that higher education remains accessible and affordable for everyone. Another proposal is the Student Loan Forgiveness Act, which would forgive up to $50,000 in student debt for borrowers who work in public service. This includes teachers, firefighters, nurses, and other essential workers who have dedicated their careers to serving the public. The goal of this act is to recognize and reward the contributions of these individuals by easing their financial burdens, allowing them to focus on their important work without the constant stress of looming debt. These proposals are not only gaining traction in Congress, but also resonating with the American public. Many people are hopeful that these measures will bring much-needed relief and help to create a more equitable society. The widespread support for these initiatives highlights the growing recognition of the student debt crisis and the urgent need for comprehensive solutions. As we speak, there are several student loan forgiveness programs already in place, including public service loan forgiveness and teacher loan forgiveness. These programs have been a lifeline for many borrowers, offering a way out of the seemingly endless cycle of debt. However, they are not without their challenges and limitations, including public service loan forgiveness and teacher loan forgiveness. While these programs have provided some relief, they often come with strict eligibility requirements and lengthy application processes, making it difficult for many borrowers to qualify. While these programs have their limitations, they offer a glimmer of hope for borrowers who are struggling to make ends meet. For those who do qualify, the forgiveness of their student loans can be life-changing, providing them with the financial freedom to pursue their goals and dreams. They offer a glimmer of hope for borrowers who are struggling to make ends meet. But the latest news is that there may be even more forgiveness options on the horizon. In recent weeks, but the latest news is that there may be even more forgiveness options on the horizon. In recent weeks, lawmakers have been negotiating a proposal that could cancel up to $10,000 in student debt per borrower. This new proposal aims to provide immediate relief to millions of Americans, helping them to regain their financial footing and move forward with their lives. Lawmakers have been negotiating a proposal that could cancel up to $10,000 in student debt per borrower. The details are still unclear, but this development could be a game changer for millions of borrowers. If passed, this proposal would mark a significant step forward in addressing the student debt crisis and ensuring that higher education remains a pathway to opportunity rather than a source of financial strain. The details are still unclear, but this development could be a game changer for millions of borrowers. As the negotiations continue, many are watching closely, hopeful that this proposal will bring about meaningful change and provide the relief that so many desperately need. But this development could be a game changer for millions of borrowers. The potential impact of these proposals cannot be overstated, as they represent a critical opportunity to address the student debt crisis and create a more equitable future for all. So what does this mean for borrowers? The latest news is a sign that the tide may be turning in favor of forgiveness. While there are still many hurdles to overcome, the fact that lawmakers are taking concrete steps towards forgiveness is a major victory. It's a reminder that our voices are being heard and that change is possible. But we need to keep pushing, keep advocating for reforms that put borrowers first. In summary, the current state of student loan forgiveness is one of hope and uncertainty for many. While there are promising proposals on the table, the process of forgiveness is complex and often frustrating for students. But one thing is clear: the need for forgiveness options is real, and it's an issue that affects us all deeply. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below this video. What do you think about student loan forgiveness and its impact? Should it be a priority for lawmakers in the coming years? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more financial tips and tricks, be sure to check out my other videos.